Welcome. We are just getting started. We had a problem with our streaming. So let's just get started. Let's see. All right. I think we are now live on Facebook. Let's see. So let's get started today on the Candid Money Talk. You're welcome, all who are joining us through our WebEx link and those who are streaming in on the Facebook Live. So the Candid Money Talk is a forum that was started out of the questions that we were receiving from our clients, from the people who know us. And we thought a better way to address these questions because they cut on, all of them touch on our humanity, the relationship between the human person and money. How about having a forum where we get to address these questions for a larger audience than just one or two of the people who've asked? So I'll start by introducing myself. I'm Edith Sidondo. I'm a money coach, and I help professionals to multiply earnings using what they have. I get very excited saying this because that is what saved my life. When things all hell broke loose, I hit a brick wall with my money. What saved me was when I learned how to multiply my earnings using my education, my expertise, my experience to create a founder-led service-based business, and that is Profit Acumen. Yes, Profit Acumen is a founder-led service-based business that was born out of using my education, my experience, my expertise. The beauty is we don't just tell you create this thing called a founder-led business. Many people start businesses. Yes, the company secretarial data shows that within 3 years, most of the registered companies have shut down. They've closed down. Yeah, and that is what we ride on. We ride on a business model. We have a unique and evergreen business model. And that's what we teach you. What does this business model do? It helps you to free up your time. Yeah, because the model that we have is of the rat race. You hardly have time as a professional. Yeah, so you are thrown in there into the hot fire. Everything else stops because you are trying to create money. That is why we pride of our business model that helps you free up your time as you consistently increase your flow of consistent income. So Profit Acumen is a money coaching firm. So we do not do what we call just financial management, financial planning, where when you come to us, we just look at what you earn, what you spend, we start telling you, go and do a budget. No. Yes? Money has a duality in nature. Yeah, it has the inner side and the outer dynamics. The first thing that we test, how did you arrive at where you are? So it's an inner journey to discover, yeah, what drives your money behavior. What is at the driver's seat of your money that got you to where you are? Once we discover that, then we resolve the problem from the root cause, and that is what gives you a long-term solution when it comes to your money challenges. So that is it in terms of introduction. So the question I'll tackle today in the Candid Money Talk Forum, right? The question that I'll tackle today is, how do I deal with the effects of the rising cost of fuel on my household budget? It's a reality. It's a reality that there is a pinch. All of us are feeling it, right? the effects of high cost of fuel on the household budget. What happens when the cost of fuel goes up? Often because of things we cannot control. You and me cannot control. We are told the price and we pay. Yeah? So the government will try and control those other factors. And the larger world, the global world, will try and control those other factors. But in the meantime, the effects comes right into your home, with your children, with your husband, with your wife. Those are the things you deal with. Why? Because we depend on production. Most of the things we buy in our homes have been produced. And with the rising cost of fuel, that production is dependent on fuel. Most of the production are fuel driven. Yes? So the production cost of necessities for industries go up. When they go up, it comes and impacts in our homes. More so, the people who feel it are the low and middle income earners, which are the larger population. So you find that higher gas prices means that each of us pays more at the pump. That's one. But still, you also pay more on the goods and services, the necessities. Yeah? So you find if you are not having more money, producing more money at the level at which the fuel prices are going up, you will have to maybe adjust your meals. Yes? So that you keep on putting a more affordable meal on the table. Adjust your family events. Yeah, so that you go for few, because going to those events means fuel. Going to those events means dressing. Going to those events means, yeah, spending money. So you come down on that. It may mean adjustment, even on things like rent, school fees. That is what it means. So households have to dig deeper into their pockets to afford their day-to-day living. You have to go deeper into your pocket, right? So when you find that more of money is demanded of you, you are demanded of to produce more money for your household, for your day-to-day living. There are two strategies you'll apply. Either the defense strategy or the offense strategy. So let's understand both. Let's start with the defense strategy. I'm faced with demands for money. So I need to apply to, the way footballers and any game, people defend, there's always a defense and offense, right? So defense, it means whatever I've already made, I guard it. I put some measures around it. That is where things like wallet tracker management comes in, commonly known as budgeting. We avoid using that word because it has a more scarcity and limiting connotation. Yes? In Profit Acumen, we are about earning more. You need to build on your earnings. You need to grow abundance. You need to earn more. Winning with money is your birthright. So, wallet tracker management. You have your wallet, you track it on using a certain mechanisms. Then defense strategies like money boundaries. Yeah, put boundaries for yourself. Know where you start, where you stop. Put boundaries for others. Where do you start with others as in terms of giving, and where do you stop? Right? Then spend below your earnings, yes, which is commonly preached to everyone. If you go to a financial planner, the first thing they'll want to see, are you spending above your earnings? Yeah? Or manage your debt. All these are defense strategies. Yes? So my question to you is, if you come to me as a money coach today with a money problem, and I tell you these 4 things, go and do your wallet tracker management, commonly known as budgeting, go and put some measure on your money boundaries, go spend below your earnings, go manage your debt. The truth is, there is so much the defense strategies can do. You can cut your costs only up to a certain level. Yes, it gets to a point where all that remains is to cut your neck, right? There are certain things that are necessities. There are necessities in our home. You need the light. You need food. You need shelter. You need medical. Even there is a point at which the price of Panadol, you cannot cut it by yourself. It will be given to you at that price. There is a point at which the defense strategies reach, and that's it. You have to either produce money or you don't. Yes? So then that leaves us with the offense strategies. Yes? And the offense strategies that are often given, even if you go today to YouTube, you Google, you'll find these offense strategies. Yeah? They'll tell you start saving 20% or 10% of your earnings. Yes? And then put it in an investment. Yesterday, if you did not listen to the session for yesterday, I touched on investing. And I talked about the slow lane and the fast lane. Go to our YouTube channel. Our YouTube channel is Profit Acumen. Yes, subscribe to it. Then you'll get all that we've been teaching about money. For instance, in January this year, we had a whole 21-day challenge. In that 21-day challenge, we were talking about earning more money. Really, if you want to change your money dynamics, you need to listen to all the 21 days challenge. So subscribe to the YouTube channel Profit Acumen and you'll get all that. But then I was speaking about investing. Yesterday I talked about the slow lane of investing and the fast lane, right? So I'll refer you to that recording for yesterday on YouTube. Go listen to it and understand the difference between the slow lane and fast lane. So here, I mentioned about the slow lane because that is what we always go to. Portfolios, going and buying shares, bonds, real estate. And I talked about the effects of both. Yes? So when you are stuck with a slow lane, it means you have to put in either a lot of money for you to start making meaningful returns, or you have to wait for a long period of time for you to actually touch the benefit of this thing you're calling investing. So why was I cautioning? So that you don't get comfortable with that. That will not address what we are facing now, the high cost of living, driven mostly even by fuel, the fuel prices. So if that's what you're looking for, or you're banking on as your offensive strategy, it may not serve you as quickly. It's good, but it may not be the right solution for you right now. Then another offensive strategy is start a side hustle. Start something you're doing on the side that at least takes care of your kitchen. Good. A very good offensive strategy. So what do people default in? Farming, phone farming, because you're also trying to retain your job. So you're phone farming, yeah? What happens with phone farming? As you're on the phone farming, when you're not on the ground, when you delegate, yes, your earning ability from that source of income is equally delegated. You get half or a quarter of what you should be producing from there, right? So until you can actually pack and be a full farmer who can put some strategies around it, nothing comes out of that. You find it can only provide meals for you and your family and a few sales here and there, but it's not something that can transform your money dynamics. And then you get into supplies, yeah? And supplies are very low margins. And unless you're going to supply in large volumes, yeah? You really don't feel, and it doesn't really change much for you. So you're just turning around cash, but it's not really doing the massive work that you need. or online businesses. And there are so many online businesses, yeah? And these online businesses, they can take all forms, affiliate, you become affiliate to promote a certain product, or you can be a referral, or you can support people who are doing programs on. There are many online businesses. The thing is this: is that the best you can do with your abilities? Is that which you have? Is that the best? Because it takes time. Maybe when you go into online business, you're given work to do for 2 hours. That 2 hours may even pay you something like $50 or less. Is that the best you can do with those 2 hours? Then we have cryptocurrencies, Forex, yeah? All these things are good, but do you understand them? Many people have lost money on this. I just got a call from one of my clients, a young man. Yeah, just lost his money. Why? Because he didn't understand what they're doing. Yeah, and some of these cryptocurrencies, you have to understand who is behind them. Because some of the owners behind these cryptocurrencies divert money into other things, including politics. So it's true, it's a cryptocurrency farm, yes, but do you know who is regulating them and who is behind what they are doing? So that is how some people end up losing money in these things. Forex, do you understand it? Yes, the best thing that you understand, which I've put in larger letters here, is your ability. That is where I would push you to, your earning ability. You know yourself. You know what you're good at, right? That is what you need to be taught, how to turn it into money. So if you're like majority of people, most likely your earning ability, your ability to wake up, activate your skill, yeah, that is your earning ability. It represents 80 to 90% of your financial value. Yeah, maybe you're not yet at a place where you can say, money works for me. I have investments that work for me. I can sit and watch and money will enter my bank account. You still have to wake up and do something. That is your earning ability. It forms almost 90% of your financial value. So, the thing is this, and this is the beauty about our maker. I don't know who you serve, but I believe we have a maker, God. Yes, he didn't leave any of us with nothing. All of us have something. You have an asset. That asset, you may have actualized it through your education. You went to school. So you have something that you learned in that education. Or experience, you've done something over time and you're good at it. Or expertise, you're naturally an expert in certain things. Speaking, storytelling, writing, you're good at that. So your education, your experience, your expertise, that is money. Money comes from within. Money comes from within. We ignore this and we go into all these things, number 1 to 4, hoping to get a ton of money overnight. And often we get disappointed. Yet this, yes, when it's placed in the market in the right place, in the right way, it can save you. It can change your money dynamics. I tell you, like it did for me. Right? So earning ability is your reservoir full of money waiting for you to maximize it by getting results that people will pay you for. Yes, we are here in this world. One of the reasons we are here in this world, yes, is to give solution to problems. How about doing that using what you already have? Your most valuable financial asset is you. Don't ignore it. If there's one thing you'll take from this session, is believe that you have something within you that someone else needs. Someone is waiting for you to give it to them. So before I proceed, I want to direct you to this link. Go to getpaidforyourexpertise.profitacumen.com. Grab your free user guide for professionals to begin your process, to even understand how do you tap into that which you have to turn it into money. Yes? So this is something we are giving professionals because we are very intentional to get many professionals to not present themselves as needy. I need a job. I need this. Yet you have something valuable within you that you are the one supposed to be giving it, and you're paid for it. So grab your Get Paid for Your Expertise user guide. That will start your process for you to begin understanding that you have value within you. So, and once you get to that link, it will lead you to something so exciting. And I'm so excited about the bootcamp. Why? Because I've seen what it has done for people. I remember one lady called Agnes. She came for the bootcamp, the last bootcamp we had in August. And she was very shocked to realize that all this while she's been looking for money. Yet she didn't understand that she had a skill within her in insurance that she could actually turn it into a very good mentorship program, yes, for women in a certain area. Yes, and we packaged it. And now she has something very meaningful that is an alternative source of income for her as she continues working as an employee. So this does not mean you're going to stop being an employee, no. But what it means is that you create an equally solid income source such that if something happens to that job, you have a solid plan B. Many people have no plan B. When plan A, we stand on one leg, which is the employment. It goes, now I'm in the market needy, looking for another job. Right? Get Paid for Your Expertise bootcamp. It's an exclusive, yes, an exclusive training program for professionals employed in business in career transition. Yes, what do? We help you tap into your valuable financial asset so that you learn what you need to know to unlock it into its monetary equivalent. So it's a 4-hour virtual session. By the way, at Profit Acumen, 90% of what we do is virtual. Yes, it's online, right? Because we are global. Our clients cut across Kenya and beyond. And then for corporate trainings, which we do a lot of them, most of them we do them physically. So 4 hours virtual session on 30th of September 2022 at 12 p.m. East African time. That's the time we'll have our next bootcamp. How will this bootcamp benefit you? You may be wondering. The first thing we'll do is to discover what. What are you called to do? Because sometimes we land on the wrong thing. We go register a business. We call it this and the other. And because it's not what is meant for you, other people may be making money from it, you make nothing. Within 3 years, 4 years, you have to close shop and start looking for a job. That is not what we want. We need to go through the right process to discover what. The second thing, define who. Even if you discover what you are meant to do, you can't sit in the wardrobe and just look at it. No. You will not lock yourself in the wardrobe with it. No, it is meant for somebody else. Who is it? Who are you meant to serve? Who is holding your money? The person you're meant to serve is the person holding your money. That is why we help you to discover who is it meant for. Often you find they are very nice products, but presented to the wrong people. Bad strategy. The third thing, to design how. How are you going to give it to that person? You create what we call an offer. This thing we call business, entrepreneurship, all those are offers. Someone is offering something. So we create your ideal offer. An offer that is ideal for the person you're meant to serve. We narrow down on their pain, the pain that you're meant to solve. Everyone has a pain they're meant to solve. We get yours. So why would somebody who is not your mother, your father, your relative, your friend, go and remove money from their wallet and put it in your wallet? Have you ever thought about that? Why would someone do that? Right? It's because they have a pain. They have a pain, and you are the right person to remove that pain for them. Right? At Profit Acumen, we remove the money pain from people. That is what we do. Yesterday, was it yesterday or the day before? I was having a chat with a client. She's a stay-at-home mother. In fact, if you look at our social media platforms, she even wrote a testimony there. She was a stay-at-home mother. Her business was not working, and she has a large family, and her income level had just gone down. And Profit Acumen helped her revive her business. So every month she calls me to tell me her turnover for the month. And she almost tripled it. Almost tripled last month. Very exciting stuff. Very exciting stuff. Money was not meant to be a pain for humanity. And that is our mantra, to remove the money pain from people. So people will pay you money because they have a pain, and you are the right person to remove that pain. So people pay money to make their pain go away. That is the reason why people pay money. So it's not about there is no business. It's not about we are in an election season. It's not about the economy is bad. It's not about there is COVID. What it is about, there are pains to be removed. That is what it's about. So if you are addressing the real pain people will always pay you for it. We help you design an ideal offer for the real pain. Why businesses start and go nowhere? It's because many business owners don't know how to do this. Many people in employment don't know how to turn that which they have into an offer that solves a real pain. That is why we do this. So once we've done that, where do you deliver it? Where do you find the person who is in need of your service? Right? Because we need to take it to them. We need to take it to the people. That is deliver. Can you imagine all that? All that we give it to you. Yes? Actually, per person, if you look at what is in there, just the program per person should be 25,000 Kenya shillings, $199. We are offering it at 76% discount, 5,850. And of course, the price will have to go up. And because of how detailed this program is, we are only taking 20 professionals for this cohort, right? So, this is not something you should even think about twice. You need more money. The prices are going up. Everywhere the price is going up. The only way to resolve that problem is to create more money in your coffers. And this is your avenue. 5,850. And I can tell you, this is money if you don't channel it in a direction that it can help you grow more money, you'll just spend it on things that by Monday you'll not be able to say, what did I spend that money on? So right now it's 5,850. Monday the prices go up. So aside from that, we have amazing bonuses that come with this bootcamp. The first bonus is a skills monetization workbook, which will help you to work through the implementation session. By the way, this is an implementation bootcamp. So we do it on the go, right? You don't come to listen and then you go do. We do it. By the time we finish, you need to be coming out with your offer. So you'll need that skills monetization workbook we give you as a bonus. Number 2, you get a financial well-being ebook with the 4 pillars that are critical to elevate your financial well-being. You get that as the second bonus. Number 3, you get a practical purpose guide. Yes, that which helps you to find your calling. Yes, sometimes for some people, it's not easy to understand. Okay, fine, I did communication, and I also have this other diploma in this. What am I meant to do? Sometimes you find the offer you're meant to create, the solution you're meant to give has nothing to do with your education. You go very somewhere else, where you're actually strong at and there's a need for it. You can actually turn it into a quick business. So the purpose guide is very useful. The fourth bonus, money mindset workbook. Many of the things we say here are very exciting. And yesterday, I was with a client who was telling me, I fear what if? Fear is your worst financial advisor. I hope to give a session on that, right? So, money mindset, to help you work on your mindset so that opportunities that are yours don't pass you. Don't leave money off the table because you have the wrong mindset. So the money mindset workbook is your number 4 bonus. Number 5 bonus is the get paid for your expertise hub. It's a community of professionals. Majority of them have already done the boot camp. Yes, and they are very intentional. They are working on their journey to transform their money dynamics using what they know and they already love doing. It's to maximize your earning potential. I tell you, we sell ourselves short. Yes, this getting comfortable that I'm a manager of this and the other, and you're paid this. That, but for someone to even notice and make you a manager, it means you have something very unique within you. Why don't you triple the earnings using that same skill? Why don't you earn 10 times from that same skill? Why only put it for the up to 60 years of employment? Why not create something that will help you past when you've retired? The time is now, right? So no excuse of no time, right? Take leave if you have to, a half-day leave from 12 to 4, and get to learn how you can unlock your earning ability. I tell you, it has saved me, and I'd like you also to save yourself using what you have. Great. So we need to be financially fit. We need to attract money using what we have. Once we've attracted the money, we retain it and we grow it. And that is what we are all about at Profit Acumen. And with that, I finish. Let me see what time it is so that we see if we can have a few questions. If not, we call it, because we are meant to only have 30 minutes, your lunch hour, right? Only your lunch hour. And with that, we finish. So it's great to have you. Oh, we are 10 minutes past, but we started 10 minutes late because we had an issue with our streaming. So any question, Lucy, Nancy, Rakaura, I hope I've pronounced that right. Question? Okay. If no question, by the way, feel free to send in your questions, because the Candid Money Talk can only be there when we have questions. Feel free to send in your questions, and look out for tomorrow's session at 1 p.m., 30 minutes. Oh, okay. Great talk. Keep it up. Thank you, Lucy. Right. So look out for the session for tomorrow. We are going to tackle all the questions up to end of the month because we have a number of them. So send in your questions and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and see you tomorrow. Bye for now.